Okay. Oh, wait. Give me 1 second here. Hey, what's up, Mishra? Yeah, Convergence starts tomorrow. Should be a good weekend. We are being served well in Pacific this off season. Pretty excited for Convergence. I don't know if there's going to be an official announcement, but I'm going to be casting it in Korean. Not on the English side. Obviously, they announced the English casters that are going to be on site. Pretty cool. We'll talk more about like Convergence and all the recent roster news, which I think should be basically the end of all like big news. You know, maybe 1 or 2 like new additions or you know, like changing who's be on the bench for certain teams, but for Pacific at the very least. But for now, we are going to just see my voice while we play a couple games, and then we'll get to recording. We'll get to chatting. Let me just tweet everything. I don't know if I will. Oh, actually, maybe I should just watch party the games on Friday. I can't watch party tomorrow. Maybe I can actually. I didn't even think about that. Maybe I should apply for Oh, well, even on Friday, I can probably only do like one or 2 games. I think they start at 3 p.m. my time, so the time is fine, but I have some stuff today, or Thursday and Friday. But then Saturday and Sunday, I won't be able to watch party at all, because I will be casting it in Korean. There's going to be a Korean broadcast, so I'll be commentating on the official Korean broadcast. Let me just tweet out the stream. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. Let's see. Twitch. And then YouTube. Why did Twitch get banned in Korea? We'll talk about that later as well. But so it didn't get banned. They're closing down their office. This is a Twitch decision. Now, you know, they have their reasons, and we'll talk about it. But there seems to be this narrative that the Korean government has forced them out, which is not technically true. The bottom line, the thing that everyone can agree on is what they claimed, and is probably a fact, is that they are pulling out because they're pulling out of Korea. They're shutting down their business in Korea because it is too costly. Now, some people seem to have this idea that it is too costly because the government is allowing, or the government is like forcing companies to charge foreign ISPs to charge foreign companies like more, which is not true. That law, there was a rumor that law was being worked on. To this day, I don't think it has passed, as far as I am aware. Now, whether or not they are charging more or not, I mean, they could be, but there's no like law mandating that, right? There's no law that actually says like foreign content providers like are in their own tier. I think it's just up to. There's also so technically, I guess there's also no law, I guess, protecting them from 100% only paying the same amount, but Justin, that law has not yet passed, as far as I know. There was a lot of hullabaloo, but yeah, so I think it's important to remember that they were not banned. This was a business decision made by Twitch. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. This will affect streamers in Korea. Well, it will 100% affect streamers in Korea. Well, it will 100%, 200% affect Korean streamers that live in Korea. There is a good chance it affects other streamers streaming from Korea as well. I haven't actually gotten a chance. I read the blog, but I haven't watched the video from Dan Clancy, so I have to do that because I think the question on everybody's mind, because the writing makes it seem like you could still connect to Twitch, but that would be weird, right? Because if you let's say someone flies over here and then you're like, oh, I want to do some IRL streams, right? And you're like, let's say you're an American and you come here. And then even if you're connecting to like a, say, Japanese Twitch server for your upload, you would still be like using the Korean internet service provider. So it's weird because the only way to really get away from that is to basically like not allow Twitch to be connected. But so that part I'm not entirely sure. So there's that question of, depending on whether that's true or not, there's a question of whether, like tournaments and stuff are going to be affected as well. So yeah, I mean, we don't know yet. My guess, so everything written points to companies could still do it as long as they just like, quote unquote, relocate their like account to a global office that's not in Korea. That seems to be implied by the writing, but then that doesn't really make sense logically. So yeah, I don't know. That's why I want to watch the actual video from Dan Clancy, because I assume he goes into it in a bit more detail. But yeah, it's not the end of the world, right? It's always been, VCT's always been streamed on YouTube as well. There will probably be an English Africa TV channel now as well, which, I mean, it did quite well for AVL, so I haven't played this map. This is the new map. Wait, what is this? How does this even work? Oh, sorry, dude. I figure TV is not really suitable for other regions. Well, I think it's... I mean, I can't speak to it because obviously I've only ever connected to it from Korea. But I assume during AVL it was mostly because that site has never had that many viewers. Like, ever. For like, anything. So I assume it's a matter of if they can figure out, you know, if they can afford to get more server stability online and such. There's so many. But if they can do that, I don't see why it wouldn't. So something that I think a lot of people finally realized during the AVL is it's funny because not everyone in Korea realizes this either. Africa TV, I think, actually has like the best balance between latency and quality. Well, I guess the latency part that might differ from region to region, but like YouTube has crazy latency in Korea if you're watching a YouTube live stream. What? Are you kidding me? Whereas Africa has less, and then it's the quality is still just as good, if not better. But obviously, yeah, you need the plugin, etc.
No distraction.
Stage 3.
I suck. So, you know, there's a debate there, but I've whenever I like watch party or just watch tournaments from home, I actually prefer, if I'm watching the Korean stream, I prefer watching it on Africa these days. I mean, this is after the fact that, wow, boy, do I suck. Oh, you mean it? Oh, you mean the website? The website's terrible. The website is outright garbage, and they will need to work on that if they want if they want a global audience. Even in Korean, the website is really bad. The UI is just really bad. Even in Korean, it's so hard to find what you want to find. It's actually ridiculous. Why am I getting low FPS? That's a great question. I think it might be... I think I might have. Although, I don't think I actually... What do I normally get? I think I hover around 150, 160 usually. It might be because I have a couple extra tabs open on my browser. Let her peek out.
Not enough.
Ah! Definitely getting dropped still. Which is kind of weird. Where's my orb? Oh my god! You blocked my orb. Thank you. What? Damn it. Wow, what is that smoke? Oh, we have a brim?
Show me a target. No distraction.
Wow. I'm 0 for 2. I've read about it the day before. So apparently there was hype around this game, which, like, I don't know. I was not aware. But I've read all the articles about it, which is like, boy oh boy. Let me sort this out real quick. It might be because of this. Turn that off. Oh man. Valid to Asia article. Kong Kong says, we are tired, the coaches are tired, our whole team is tired. Yeah. I mean, like, it was to the point where, honestly, I felt so bad watching their games at AVL because, like, I've never seen a team look more tired than that. It was insane. Phoenix.
Let's go.
I hope EDG gets whatever rest they can, man. But there's that Tri-Cup East Asia tournament coming up, so you thought so the thing about the partner leagues is it isn't about their performance, right? It is much more about org stability and dependability.
Is that me over there? 저리 꺼져.
And what you've proven in, like, other games and such. So I don't know. A lot of people have told me that. I'm, like, not surprised at all that Rare Adams isn't in. I mean, it sucks, but now obviously there have been mistakes as we have seen with, a certain org in the Americas, but I'm still getting a lot of drops. I guess I haven't streamed Valorant in a while to double check if the streaming still has affected it or not.
There they are.
I was thinking about doing a tier list later today since all the rosters are out, but maybe it'd be good to do it. Well, I guess I could do one today and then we can do, like, our final one after Convergence.
One enemy remaining.
Dude, why are they just watching? Of course she's in main. What?
Last player
Oh
standing.
my god, why are we going in one by one? I guess I should have just waited. I don't know. I was hoping my team would move. Nice shot. I guess I should have just held. Since they were watching the cross, I guess I should have just held in sight if the smoke was going to dissipate. DFM? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think the team at least has, like, within Japan, more reason to be hyped.
Thanks.
Oh, one of them's in there. Okay, she bailed. I didn't hit a single shot, by the way, so that's really cool.
Here.
Spike planted.
Yo, K-Sub. Steroids, how's it going? Ride or die. Twitch till the end. I mean, maybe not. Wow. I'm very curious about how Gen G will do this weekend. Are you gonna switch to Afrika TV? I don't know. I am currently... Well, so the biggest thing I want to figure out, which I've heard mixed opinions on, and I've read the blog announcement, but I haven't watched the announcement, so I'm not quite sure, is, like, I don't know if I can just change my account to my American address and still stream through, like, a different Twitch host. I'm not sure how that works out. But either way, I have become multi-streaming on YouTube as well, so at some point I will probably multi-stream onto Afrika as well. So worst case scenario, you guys will still find me on YouTube and Afrika.
Bunch of guys,
But we, you know, we have until February. I've got a move coming up. So... What? Did they hear me? What is this slower?
Here. Blocking sight. Bye.
Oh, come on. Neither of them were headshots. I am so bad.
30 seconds left. One enemy remaining.
Nice. My team is not bad, though. So we are saved. Well, okay, that was a little risky. Should have just kept wide swing with the stinger, run and gun it. Any thoughts on T1 after the recent tourney? I think they are quite promising. I think they are quite promising.
Does anyone have
I mean, I think they are as promising as any of us would have wanted them to be. I know that's not... how promising? So we'll talk about it later when we go through all the other roster changes, etc. But I would rate them solidly, I think... This is off the top of my head, but I think into top 3. I think I would actually, in their current form, and on what I think is the future promise, I think I would finally maybe rate them above DRX. Wow, how did Soda die? Dude, why am I so bad? I am so bad.
Kill my allies.
Maybe Madrid? Maybe. I mean, the kickoff tournament isn't like a full league, and then the kickoff tournament's really just going to be on who's just on top of it, right? Like who's in better condition and who just has better, I think, like fundamentals. I mean, maybe a couple, you know, of your own meta developments, etc. I think T1's promise is much more of a long-term thing.
Watch out.
Yeah, what's up, Issel? Thank you. I think the reason I'm very hopeful about T1, and well, to be fair, this is kind of why I was hopeful about them last year as well, is I think they show a lot more long-term promise, aka TP'd out, bro. No, save the op. Don't do it. You don't have time. Oh, what in the world? How weak was that guy? Oh, he didn't even get an assist. What? Oh, I guess he scratched him up before. Oh, no, it's because he got rezzed. And then I guess he got scratched up. But I think they show a lot more promise simply in the fact that they're, like, willing and able to... like, try different things. You know what I mean? I think that's promising, but then also, like, they, you know, a couple of them have really good aim.
Get out of my way.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not basing it off of just, like, the result, but it's much more like, what did we see from them? And do I think that is promising? And to that, I would say yes. Wait, what the? Where did she? Oh.
Blocking sight.
Spike down. C.
My ult's
Ooh.
ready.
I dashed. Kill the spike planter.
Spike planted.
Nice. Oh, dude, this Phoenix. This Phoenix is on point, dude. Still wondering why they have a 7-man roster. Well, to me, it sounds like they just recently had that interview after AVL with Carpe and Coach Autumn, and they mentioned that Rossi wasn't even recruited in their previous off-season events. So it seems like they didn't really have that full intention. I mean, they probably had their eyes on him, but...
Need a drop.
it seems like they weren't fully intent on that, and then, you know, they were trying things in the off-season, and they were like, we want to supplement this with Rossi. That's what it sounds like. I don't think the 7-man roster was ever, like, the get-go plan. I am so bad. Jeez. But yeah. But yeah, I mean, you should never overreact based on result. Like, for instance, EDG got knocked out in 5th and 6th. Are they bad? No, I think they're literally just burnt out to all, you know, to the end of the world, really. Oh, nice attempt on the spam. Oh my god, that's too many people. This is mostly because I'm bad.
Spike planted.
This Phoenix is crispy, though. I'm here for the Phoenix. So, you know, I don't think T1's like winning Pacific, but I think they could definitely contend for top 2. I think they definitely contend for top 3. But I think there's a possibility that they contend for top 2. Obviously, GRX has announced that they are sticking with the new 5 now. RB and Zest on the bench. Are we buying this round? Why are we... oh, yes, okay. Wait, King's not. Well, Zeta and King aren't actually free agents, though. Just because they're on the bench, you can't just send them out to free agency. That's ridiculous.
Right here. Down you go.
Oh my god, that timing from this Omen. Holy cow. Oh wow.
Shot down.
Oh, my bot's like living in the past. That's my bad. I'll fix that up at some point.
Enemy remaining.
Dude, I am like the greatest drone ever. I give my team so much information. You guys don't even know.
Who am I kidding? My knees are gonna kill after this.
You think my teammate's gonna buy me a weapon?
Need a drop. Thanks.
Oh man, this Phoenix is like the hero of solo queue. They're good, they're caring, they're not super egotistical.
Watch out.
It's crazy.
Reloading.
Focus now. Eyes off me.
So what are we doing here? Oh. I see.
Spike down mid.
I don't think so.
Dude, my team's crazy. You know what the worst part is like, if I don't get any kills in the second half, we're gonna lose. I can just feel it, you know what I mean?
They found my trap.
One enemy remaining.
Three.
Here.
Oh. Nice. I got a kill.
Try harder.
Look at me.
Friends of ours are not too friendly.
PaperX was trolling. EG was. I don't know if PaperX was trolling. Obviously, they wanted to give Jing, you know, more stage time while they had the chance, and they wanted to have him involved in potentially winning a tournament. But I don't know if I would call that trolling per se. Like people, like you look at their comps. The only one I would say they were maybe minorly trolling
Keep up.
is when they had something on Yoru. And freezing on a breach. Maybe. But then they like swapped the roles right after, so it just, to me it seems like that was a match where they were like, we can afford, like we want to try this against a strong team and see how something does.
Shot down. Shot down.
Dude, they are just one step ahead of me in terms of their decisions. Oh wow.
Standing.
You will not
Oh,
kill
I don't
me.
know if they were trolling. Were they giving it their all and playing it like it was VCT? No, they were not. But I don't think PaperX was trolling. I don't think they were just like, do whatever you want, like play 5 duelists if you want. I don't think that was the mentality they had. You know, obviously they weren't too pressured per se, but and obviously they were not playing with their full 5 for every map, but otherwise. GRX, I mean, we will never know unless one of them talks about it, but I think his butt still shows here. Maybe not. For GRX, it's one of two things. It was either this was like one more try to see how it performs, or it was like, well, it's in Seoul, so bring the core 5 as like a last hurrah before we bench him. I mean, Yo Man is still there. There are options, although I don't know about chemistry.
Reloading.
You know what the worst part is? That Reyna's doing worse than me. That's crazy to think about.
Right here.
Are they really committing to it? Really? The arena is definitely doing worse than me. Please don't die.
Last player standing.
Great.
Spike planted.
Oh. Hey, Cheryl.
Remember, stay out of the fire. Super high level tactic. Remember that, yeah?
I just can't hit anything. Headshot or not. 그 부분을 저도 지금 좀 알아보려고 하고 있습니다. 아예 사이트 자체가 막힐 건지.
My ultimate.
Now they know I've pushed out.
Spike down A.
Go fill the site. They're not going to
One
rotate.
enemy
Well,
remaining.
they're definitely not rotating now.
Last
Is there any incentive for
round in
orgs
the
to go into
half.
Challengers Korea, though? For orgs? I mean, it's the same as any other region, right? For a chance to get in. I mean, I guess the thing is the only region I think that gets like good eyeballs on Challengers is Americas and Japan. Maybe not even Americas, right?
Let's go.
어디로 가냐고요? 저도 고민 중이에요. 만약에 저도 주소를 미국으로 바꿔가지고 트위치에서 계속 할 수 있으면 지금처럼 멀티로 할 생각이고, 안 그러면 그냥 유튜브랑 아프리카랑 동행하지 않을까요?
Lock in sight.
Dang it. I did my best. It's more kills than I got in the past 4 rounds.
Take flight.
Okay, you guys know where both of them are.
One enemy.
Nice, good bait.
Last player standing.
Oh, you got this. No, no. Not like this.
Switching sides.
아, 치즈직이요? 아, 치즈직은 제대로 아직 알아보질 않았어요. 근데 치즈직은 뭐가 약간 아직은 베타라서 그런지 규정이 많은 걸로 들었는데. Yeah, Naver just announced that they are starting their streaming platform as well. They started their beta.
Thanks.
Wonder how that'll go. 근데 저는 왠지 치즈직이 막 신뢰가 엄청 가진 않습니다. 자세히 알아보진 않았지만 네이버가 과연 아니 왜냐면 네이버 라이브 중계가 있었잖아요. 원래도.
Someone's A.
Not sure about the Naver platform.
Revealing area.
Lock in sight.
Found them. Spike carrier is dead.
Spike down A.
Wow, we just got blasted. Yeah, how did I not hit him at all through the smoke earlier? On the first spam. Oh. Probably should have told him so it was Zeke. No way. Not gonna say anything because he could be healed. Let's go for the headshot anyway. Dude, he's so coming through short. Oh, never mind. The chamber thought the same thing though. Wait, V Live? What in the world was V Live? If I was hitting any shots, I would buy the second round Marshall here, but I am not. Not today. The thing is I'm still above the Reina and Omen, so I don't feel terrible. You know what I'm saying?
I got you, bruv.
Deploying drone. Enemy mark.
Oh, I saw her.
Silence.
I could have sworn... Was it our teammates rendezvous? I could have sworn I heard the trademark or something being installed.
Spike down. C.
More kind of like IG Live kind of thing. Oh, that. No, there used to be a streaming, like... Not like a full-on platform, but... Oh, he wanted more. Like, you used to be able to... Like, LCK used to be streamed out to Neighbor.
Drink some water,
But
reload
they
your
never,
mags,
like...
and let's get back out there.
Did anything with it, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't have faith that they know... Like, the merit and the purpose of a live streaming platform. The reason Twitch and to an extent Africa were so powerful in their respective regions is because they started as live streaming platforms, right? They were built for this and they friggin' pioneered it.
Enemy spotted A.
But
Flight.
like YouTube took forever to figure out live streaming, right?
Hoops. Blocking sight. No charges left.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
No. No! So close. I should have just reloaded when he dropped the gun. Or just swung out. I did not think... I thought he was just going to push, which is why I hid. Man, that puts the Omen above me. What will I ever do? You're making episode of Super Team and language is no issue. You're only missing a controller. Would you rather have Monette, Mako, Mind Freak, Sugar Zero, or Scary?
On my way.
Oh.
Watch your eyes.
Revealing area. There they are.
Going up.
Spike drop. On my mark.
Oh. Dude, wait, how could I not? Why was I still stuck on the wall of the smoke? What?
Reloading.
That was weird. I would probably take... I'm gonna say it. I'd probably take Scary.
What do you say, drone? Ready to stretch your wings?
Any reason? No, just a gut feeling. No, give me 1 sec. I want to try to make sure we can win this round. Oh, I didn't clear the left side. Also, I thought someone was following up behind me, but I saw them run back to C, so I just assumed we were going to do it, but apparently we weren't.
Spike down mid.
And then I saw the smoke come down, and I thought we were really doing it, but apparently we weren't. I just think... The thing is I think, and this could be different if, you know, once the roster changes happen and such, or something else, but I think Mako has been trained too much to just play like for the team and as a team, which, you know, is a good quality, but
I can buy for you. My treat.
I think Scary is more built to just like figure out his own way out.
I need a drop. Cheers. Does anyone have funds? Don't hold back. Does anyone have funds? Merci. Nowhere to run.
They're all there. They're all stuck. Oh my god, we are all playing so poorly. I should have had at least one kill as well. Oh, it's not a bad start. Oh, oops. That wasn't what we wanted.
Just let them try to catch me.
I think Zumba comes out of military next year. I mean, Mako's good. The thing is like, people hear me. I always talk about how I'm not convinced Mako is like the best controller in the world or whatever, and people are always like, "Wow, I can't believe you said that." And I have nothing against Mako. He is one of the best players in the world for sure. But in some weird way, I think he's like almost too consistent. Damn it. In some ways, yeah. That would be a good way to put it. I totally saw your gun barrel, man.
Okay, we know the drill. Stick to your roles and we'll crush it.
Man. Hello, Victor.
Here.
And honestly, this is one of those games where if I just got a couple more kills, we actually probably would not be losing.
Here. Eyes up.
I mean, overall team balance is like there, but dude, this Omen is persistent.
Last player standing. Spike down. Attacker spawn.
Wowee.
Match point.
Look, don't start resting. Still work to do.
Yeah, I just think the thing is like, unless there's an ego problem, I am, the more we follow Valorant, the more I'm convinced, and I think it just goes in general for most FPSs. Unless there's an ego problem, you can take a free-flowing independent guy who like makes winning plays and teach them how to become structured at times, But it's very hard to build that winning mentality into someone who only plays structured. You know what I mean?
Plant the spike.
Chamber.
One enemy remaining.
So, in my mind, that's why I always lean towards more players like that. It's why I rate Buzz so highly. I mean, granted, you know, would Mako do the same thing if he was still playing Duelist? Maybe. You know, there's a good chance.
Got it.
But it's like, but you could be doing that as controller. Now, granted, DRX does not play that way where it would be beneficial for the controller to do that. So again, but it's just like he's been playing like that for 2 years, so I don't know if that's who I would want to build my team around. I think he's one of the best players in the world, but that's why I always hesitate to put him as like the best in any category. And despite perhaps better scores from him generally, I think that's why I favor Buzz in a lot of situations.
Careful there.
No need to rush it. There are the shock darts. Both of them, in fact. Oh, I didn't check the right side because for some reason I thought it was clear.
Defeated.
That's me being bad.
Our spike carrier is dead.
Spike down A.
Go spike.
Last player standing.
Oh no, now they know where you're at and they're gonna swing together.
You will not kill my
Oh,
ally.
and they got the res off. GG.
Defenders win.
Yeah, that's an interesting analogy. Taming a lion, then teaching a domesticated dog to be aggressive. But yes. Yes. Ugh. Yeah, it's, for instance, like golden retrievers are great. Golden retrievers are very loyal. They're very, you know, they can be taught so many different things. But, you know,
Match found.
if I have to go into a war, I'm not taking a golden retriever with me. You know what I mean? Even again.
Relax. I've already sorted everything.
But yeah, that's just where I stand. Well, it does feel like recently a more structured playstyle team-wise is better than a more free-flowing like PRX. I feel like that's the current trend. I would not agree with that. I would not consider EG and Fnatic to be very structured teams.
I hunt both.
I mean, PRX is kind of in a league of their own. The thing is, that you're always going to need structure. You're always going to need some structure. But what do I want to do here?
Turret out. Placing swarm grenade.
But it's like any one of them can adjust, right? You can have a set play in mind, you can have a strat in mind, and as soon as some part of that goes out the window, they are all able to adjust quite well.
Many enemies.
Dude. Oh, this is our moment to shine, Reyna.
One enemy remaining.
Oh man, I baited this Reyna so bad.
You tried.
I didn't realize there was a corner here.
I will put their Viper down. It is mercy.
What do I want to buy?
Placing alarm bot. Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm
Why do we have... Oh my god. What is... Oh my... Omen? Oh my god.
Found them.
Oh wow, how did I miss all of those? Ah! Get me out of here!
Swarm grenade out.
Spike planted.
Surprise.
One enemy remaining.
Surprise. Oh! Jeez. Oh, calm. Okay, calm down.
Gun here.
Definitely not expecting that arena. For instance, like EG had some sick set plays, but it's like,
Reloading.
well, okay, I guess EG, yeah, I mean EG and Fnatic are, I feel like they're the way they individually play in some ways is somewhat similar.
Good. Analyze.
It's hard to say because here's the thing about Paper Rex is that like,
Gun here.
okay, Omen, are we cool? Are you gonna go see? What are we doing here? The thing about Paper Rex is what are we buying up? Don't do that.
Placing sentry. Placing swarm grenade. Alarm bot out.
Is that they are structured in their own right. It's very fast. Okay, I leave the flank to you, Reyna.
Bot coming back.
Oh, Sova, you are so dead. Oh, Sova. Oh, how are you alive, my friend?
Spike planted.
It worked.
Player standing.
Just one more kill. Okay. Hey, until Sama is sent top 3 now. Let's not get out of ourselves. I mean, you know, maybe, but I don't think we can conclusively say that they're top 10. Guess we'll cover this in WrestleMania, but I think Fox gets sad for a bit for the flex rolls, or Buzz just takes it instead. So here, I can tell you what I hope for.
Placing alarm bomb. Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade.
I hope it's Buzz on Duelist.
Swarm grenade out. Found them. Swarm grenade out.
Oh, how did I miss all of those? Thank you. Dude, she took... Oh, no, I did hit her. Okay.
Satchel out.
Oh, nice escape. Clearly top 1. Oh, sorry, yeah.
Spike down.
What are we doing here? Doubting them into top... Down them down to top 3. Oh, man, what are you doing there? You ain't tens.
Spike planted.
And I don't know. The thing is Foxy 9's Flex did not instill a lot of confidence during the off season, right? So, dude, you should just ulted him, man. You just go for it. Just jiggle it, jiggle it. There you go. There you go.
Clutch.
Need help.
I think it's gonna mostly depend on the comms, but I would assume that Foxy gets put on a little bit of flex duty. Well, I guess Foxy would be on. Are we buying up?
Turn out. Placing swamp grenade.
No, my alarm bot. No. Ah.
You want to play? Let's play.
What?
Enemy spotted mid.
Placing swamp grenade.
Why are we are very overreacting, team? Oh, well, I guess Raze was not overreacting.
Spike planted.
Recalling my bot. Bot coming back.
Last player standing.
Well, the other thing is you want your duelist to comm well. You want your duelist to have good comms, right? Not everyone can be staring at their minimap when you dash in because they are trying to set you out. And you also need to like request stuff if you think, like if you're on a hot streak, right? You got to be able to call for that. Dude, this judge, man, it's out of control. Zelsis' comms are obviously very good. And I mean, Zekken's always, I think, been praised for his comms. You know, John QT seems to be doing friggin' miracles work here.
Turn out. Placing swamp grenade.
I mean, I'm kind of sad for RB, but
Nowhere to run.
ow, really? Oh my god.
On my way.
The hunt begins.
Swamp grenade out.
Ah! 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 How am I alive? What?
Spike planted.
What in the world?
Last player standing.
My ult's ready. Loosen up. Here comes the party. Chill out.
Oh, unfortunate. Man doesn't have his QQs on board, man. He has to be staring at the ground. That's rough. Alright, it's Odin time, boys.
Placing alarm bot. Placing sentry. Placing swamp grenade. Placing swamp grenade.
Channel a little Enzo.
Enemy spotted mid. Got one.
I don't think they're coming here, though. Oh no, they know about my Odin. Your footsteps are a little too loud, my friend. Oh, the judge. Feels like Tion has our idea with going for a more international roster. Yeah.
Spike planted.
Dude, take the Odin and sprint. Use your dart. Use your dart. Oh my god. Dude, throw your smoke in there, and then never mind. And then die. I mean, the talent pool is one thing. I mean, I think it's just they were always so close. So I don't blame them for not having changed the roster until this year. But I am glad they are making big changes this year. No matter who it is or what it was, I think it was necessary. I think they had it coming. And, you know.
Alarm bot out. Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade.
Oh. Dude, I second guessed myself. She's close. She's close. Do it. Yeah, but here's the thing. Let's say this roster is just like gargantuanly worse, right? Now that they've done it once, they will, like, if it's so bad, they will not hesitate to make more roster changes. You know what I mean? Like, at some point, you need to bite the bullet, and you need to tear off the band-aid, and then initially, you know, the scar might seem worse, but at least then you know that you need to keep fixing it. And what's up, Lou? Dude, this Reina is, yeah, I don't know how she's doing it, man.
Last thing they'll see before they die. Lucky them. Target out. Placing swarm grenade.
I wish you wouldn't be watching Garage, because now I have to do this.
Alarm bot. Placing swarm grenade.
And now I'm late. Oh, nice dart, my friend. Let's go. That smoke is bad, Omen.
Headshot. Caught alarm bot out.
One enemy remaining.
Where are they?
Spike down A. Last player standing.
I don't like this.
Swarm grenade out.
No, there's C.
Recalling my bot.
Spike
Recalling
planted.
my bot.
Woo! Don't sub. Twitch is shutting down in Korea. Don't do it.
Remember, your weapon
Aw,
is only a tool.
yeah.
Just shoot. You have to think. Placing sentry. Placing swarm grenade. Placing alarm bot. Placing swarm grenade.
Well, I can for now, but it's shutting down on February 27th or 24th or whatever.
Coming back.
That is gross. Damn it. I didn't get the reload.
Last player standing.
I thought he was just spamming. Oops. I feel sad when you're... I thought I was all the way back and that angle was too close because he wasn't next to the boxes. I'm gonna stand for DRX if... Oh, I mean, listen, it happens. What can you do?
Turn out. Placing swarm
I
grenade.
mean, I think it's a result of... Oh, we like we're not gonna buy. Okay.
Placing alarm bot.
Pushing out. Oh no, my turret.
Here. Bot coming back.
I hate it.
Spike planted.
Placing swarm grenade.
Oops.
Swarm grenade out.
This judge, man. So you asked if we're going to YouTube or whatnot. I'm streaming on YouTube right now as well.
Last player
So we'll definitely keep YouTube. I don't know if I'll be able to keep my Twitch thing through my American address. We'll have to figure that out, but we'll be somewhere. At least YouTube, maybe Africa.
Last round before the switch.
All right, team. I need everyone to not suck like I did last game. Okay? Because I am not good enough to carry this game.
Placing sentry.
So don't do it.
Placing swarm
That's not where I wanted that, but that's just too bad. Are we gonna ditch A-site? What is going on here? Are you gonna ult this?
They're good enough to win. Here. Here.
Don't fight it, Reyna. Don't fight. Oh my god.
One enemy remaining.
Whew.
Spike down mid.
Jeez.
Switching sides.
I mean, that's what DRX gets for being good enough, I guess. I mean, listen, here's the thing, is that, like, by no means should DRX be remembered as a bad team just because they were, like, so close but no cigar, you know what I mean? They were obviously a very good team, and I think they really helped establish certain ideas around set plays in Valorant, right?
Reloading.
So, props to them. They weren't far ahead enough that the catch-up just happened a lot sooner.
For you, hermanita.
Cover going out.
Many enemies.
Cover going out.
Turn out.
Enemy spotted A.
Dude, what are these early smokes?
Spike down.
Oh my god. Oh, I lagged the jet because I was moving. Yeah, I mean, listen, Jairus was still a very good team. Getting top 5-6 consistently is not an easy feat. Granted, I mean, it helped that they had a weak region, so they could always like make it to international events, but no. It is not an easy feat. So they should still be remembered for their greatness despite a quiet ending, per se.
On my way. Need help.
Ah! Ah! How is he not dead, man? Oh my god. Ah! Oh, I tagged him. I tagged him. I so tagged him. Oh man. Oh, all the way to A. You love to see it. Reina, you're gonna be so late. They can't be. Oh, what are you looking? Reina. Oh my god, this omen. This gamble. Well, this is insane. Although that smoke is a little telling, I think. They're gonna wrap around far if they're smart. Oh! Oh my god. Smoke, smoke. No, not there. Oh my god.
Last player standing.
NT. Dude, this Reina, man.
Everyone makes fun of German efficiency.
She is just out of control.
Keep laughing as you use all my gear.
Do it. Yeah, go there. I'll watch mid. It'll be all Gucci.
I need to blow something up. Alarm bot out. Can I get a drop?
A little late for that.
Turn out. Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out.
Dude, this judge, man.
Auf Wiedersehen. Recalling my bot.
One enemy remaining.
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out.
Woo.
Anyone have any splints? I may have jammed my finger.
DRS to an EG might be good. I mean, well, they kind of have. They're bringing up Foxy and bringing up Foxy and Flashback.
Reloading.
Thank you.
Reloading. Placing sentry.
Nice, good kill.
Out of charges.
I didn't buy an alarm bot.
Recalling my bot.
What, you want to go somewhere else?
Enemy tagged. Enemy spotted
Wow, I can't believe that actually worked.
Here. One down.
Oh yeah, the Crossfire, the Judge, and the Vandal. A dream duo.
Enemy spotted A.
Dude, Reina, if you... Oh my god. I don't know if I want to be here. This Judge, it's too much. Nice. Oh, she picked up a Phantom. That's cheating.
Enemies in defender spawn. Turret destroyed.
If you ever switch to YouTube, kind of looks like your bitrate here is better than YouTube currently. My bitrate on Twitch? Oh, it might be.
Don't die. If you need help
Need a drop.
figuring
I
out
will double
how,
check my YouTube settings later. There is a good chance. I think if I'm going to continue going for like crazy multi-streams, then I will probably have to switch back to a TPC setup again. Fix up my laptop's hard drive.
placing alarm bot. Turret out.
Enemy spotted. Enemy spotted.
Turret destroyed.
Thank you.
Placing swarm grenade out.
YouTube audio is kind of better though. What? Dude, what is going on?
One enemy remaining.
Revealing area.
Oh, you caught this. Oh my god. That dart almost ruined
Think I
you.
was with you.
Didn't he
Yes?
put it on the box? Yeah.
Everyone note down your observations. then
Yo,
let's run
Until
together.
Sama with the 2 gift subs. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. If you got a gift, give a shout out to Until Sama. Appreciate it. A little last hurrah for Twitch Korea on our channel here.
I'll find them.
Get
You
out
want
of
to
my
play?
way.
Let's play.
Placing sentry. Alarm bot out. Calendar vision.
Yeah, let me place this thing, man.
Nowhere to run!
Oh, that's my lockdown for you.
Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade. Area's clear.
Two.
Reloading.
Swarm grenade out.
Shadows traveling.
Swarm grenade out. Good.
Ow.
Parasite. Many enemies.
One enemy remaining.
Got 3.
Woo. Hey, all those kills I didn't get last game, I'm getting them now. Oh my gosh. Reina, you died.
I will survive them.
Need a drop.
What happens if people stay subbed? I think it becomes impossible. Yep, the emotes are gone forever. I'm burning them to a crisp. I mean, once again, I have to double check if I would still be allowed, because like it just seems ridiculous that if you, I don't know, a lot of this seems ridiculous, but oh my god, Raze, you are crazy. Do they have it on? They could. Oh! Wow. That hurt. Dude, just shoot it, Reina. Shoot it and then deal with it. You're like, it's not like you'll ever be able to go around it anyway.
Spike down mid.
Dude, I will never understand. It's not like Killjoy's util either, where she could get out of range pretty easily.
Enemy spotted mid.
So you just give them more time to do that.
Enemy down.
Dude, how are we about to lose this game, man? I'm doing so much. Dude, just swing it. Just do it. There you go.
30 seconds left.
Good check. Okay.
Okay, I only have like 78 grenades left.
Kind of want to op. I do.
Need a drop. Come into the unknown.
Turn out.
Okay.
Jets grounded. Grenade! Bot coming back.
This Reyna, really?
Satchel out.
Oh, she swings that? For what reason?
Hurry up.
Watch for the swing back out. There you go. Dude, the opposing Reyna just plays like no fear. Oh, Raze, this is not a good place.
Last player standing.
NT, that swing was wild by the Sova. Welp. I think we're gonna lose this game, chat. This is looking rough.
I'll make them remember.
There we go. We're all inning. This is probably not a good idea, but we're doing it anyway. Oh, I moved.
Recalling my bot.
Let's not keep dying. Yeah, let's maybe not do that. Sounds like a great idea.
Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade.
Placing sentry.
Welcome to my world.
Swarm grenade out. One enemy remaining.
Is everyone's tech still working? Double check it, please.
Now that they know I have this, they will probably buy an op as well. I don't know how we feel about that.
Turn out.
Let's flush them out.
Yo, Orange Juice. How's it going? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to YouTube chat. We are currently sitting at plant 3, but about to probably fall lower. Omen, don't do it, Omen. Jeez.
Bot
I
coming
don't
back.
want to do that to you, man.
Alarm bot out.
Oh, that's a little risky, but... Just plant it. Just plant it. Do it.
Placing
What
swarm
is that? Is that going to land? Nope.
Placing swarm grenade.
No one's watching Garage. Okay, Omen is now. Oh no.
Last player standing.
That's done. Swarm grenade out. Swarm grenade out.
No. Damn it. Plat, gold and plat are interesting places to be. That much is for sure. So they have an op, but they don't have much else. Let me go back.
On my way.
Come. Guys. Oh my gosh. Here's the op. Yep.
Here.
Spike down A.
Oh, that bounced. Oh.
Swarm grenade out.
Okay.
Alarm bot down. Here. Finished.
One enemy remaining.
Noise. Nah. We don't need it.
Match point.
Reyna can buy you. You'll be okay. Let's buy that. You gonna be on Plat Chat today? Today? There's Plat Chat today? Yes, I will be. Actually, I was asked to. Come on. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. I don't think Plat Chat's very strict about all that, but...
Here.
I mean, you guys can literally go anywhere as long as you go together.
Bot coming back.
Just go. Omen.
One enemy
It'll
remaining.
be okay.
Placing alarm bot. Placing swarm grenade. Killed my bot. Can't use that yet. Placing sentry. Turret down. Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out.
Scanning ahead.
No time.
Last player standing.
No, I just keep mine muted.
Attackers win.
I'm not tired. Are you?
I've had much worse experiences on the KR server with voice chat. I'm sure it's relatively better once you're in like Ascendant, but until I've told myself probably not until Ascendant or at least High Diamond. GG though. Good game. Give me a second here. Okay. What was this? Huh? I don't remember killing a Viper in heaven. Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Alright, GG. Let me set some stuff up here. I actually didn't get to watch the DFM games, but yeah, I don't know. Let's oh, you said my camera. I had to charge my phone for it. I'm sorry, I'm yawning my head off. Let's talk some rosters, shall we? It's YouTube video time. Probably no XCOM today. Probably no XCOM this week. What time is it? 6? I wanted to... Maybe we'll do a little bit of it. I wanted to review a little bit of T1's Sunset. The Yoru comp. Okay. Oh, wait. No, that's the wrong way. Oh. You can enable auto... No, I don't want auto dim. Don't do that. There we go. Let me make sure it's in a good spot. Oh, wait, what? Oh. Energy Ross, dude, I have no idea. How do I want it? What? Hold on. Flip. Vertical. Thank you. I think that works. Yes, I think this is... Except my cam is like super laggy? What? Twitch does seem better? That's weird. Okay, I'll have to double check. Because in theory, the YouTube one should be... In theory, it should have a better potential, but... Be wrong. Hold on, sorry, my camera's like mega zoomed in. What is going on here? Oh. Apparently, because it was. I don't know why. There we go. There we go. Very good. Oh. Let me boot up my... Oh, what the... Let's boot up our handy dandy sheet here. You like Twitch better? I mean, we're all used to Twitch. There's no doubt about that. Although I've gotten used to booting stuff up on YouTube. Honestly, if you know, the thing is I think Afrika has realized the potential here with obviously Twitch leaving Korea, and also after the AVL, they just put out open public applications for new job positions. I think like 9 new job positions, including like, I think one of them was UI design. I think one of them was like, server tech, things like that. So Yeah, exactly. They just need more servers to be able to like handle everything. So hopefully that gets figured out here. The Kim G. Dude, I am so curious what Gen G looks like. I am so curious what Karan looks like. Oh, I haven't had that with the app, I don't think, but it's been a while since I installed it, so could be wrong. I mean, listen, the tech part of it is fine other than server capacity, but the UI is just it's just so hard to find something on that site. They have to fix that. I don't know why it's like that. Okay. There we go. Oh, you went through the VLR link. That's probably the smart way to do it. Let's see. Okay, so we finally have this confirmation. I think we can afford to just delete them, yeah? See, this is why I didn't want to solidify. It was just weird that they just never announced anything, you know what I mean? Well, they're restricted free agents, so we might as well just take them out. Dun, dun, dun. Well, I guess he's not technically new, so we'll keep him there. Well, I guess it's a change to the starting roster, so maybe we will do that, actually. Okay, what other changes have we had? Oh, so yeah, this is the starting roster here. Gen G, we have Karan. Should bold that. There's a free agent. Bold this. Bold that. That's not new. Bum, ba, bum, bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. Patty Pan. Wait, is he out or is he? I forget. What was the? What was the thing? Yeah, what's up, Quack? Yeah, flashback, man. Oh, he is stepping back. Okay, I forgot what the exact announcement was. Okay, so he's on reserve as well. Okay. The music's really loud, huh? Sorry. I mean, I think Patty Pan needed to... Okay. What are we looking at here? I want to make sure I don't mistakenly do something. Oh, right, JoJo and Suggest. Right. Suggest is back in. And then it's May and who? Popogacci. I still have to go back and... What's the capitalization here? Bum 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 bum. And then Anthem is also on reserve. So it's crazy to me that Shesh is the only one that sticks. So let's get rid of that. Yeah, that's the big question, right? Is it even recoverable? Oh, Neth. Yeah, I was like, what? Seize isn't. There we go. Oh, wow. That's not the red that we wanted. Crazy Raccoon. Popagashi was also Crazy Raccoon, yeah? Why is that? Why are we doing parentheses here? What is going on? Oh, thanks, Quack. I am feeling a bit better. That should be here. Hope you're doing well. Why is this red? What am I doing here? Is that it? Did we finally have the full thing? How did Crazy Raccoons perform in Challengers? Not that well, if I'm not mistaken. Over round 2. So, I mean, they were top 4, I guess. But, I guess considering their reputation. The hate for the Neutron duo? Listen, it isn't my fault. The only time they were good was when they were on Neutron, okay? Let's just put it down as it is, alright? I mean, Suggest was still mechanically good last year as well, but clearly something's not working out there. How's it going, gentlemen? Okay. What are we thinking here, chat? I mean, we'll get to the recording here in a bit, but I mean, so who watched the DFM game? I didn't. I saw the scores. They were not very how do we put this? They were not very exciting. One person has a 1.0 KD. Maze, Duelist, Suggested, Sentinels. Playing the finals. Ooh, maybe we'll play that if we're done with the recordings here today early. I mean, the thing is yeah, see, that's how I feel as well. Like, if they had announced the roster way ahead of time, I think I would put a bit more weight on these best of ones. But at a certain point, it's like, dude, I mean, sure, I'm sure they've been scrimming and stuff before the announcement went out, but clearly it took a while, and they're playing these best of ones. However, I will say getting farmed by Depp's Reyna is a little concerning. As great as Depp is, Depp literally came back from vacation, and he was like, I just want to remind everyone how bad Tier 2 Japan is. He just went on a 22 kill spree. I mean, Depp's good though, so that's the other thing. It's like, it's not like friggin' Huron came in here and suddenly farmed 22 kills against these guys, right? It's like, okay, I mean, Depp is good. I didn't watch the game, so I don't know how much setup he had, but I mean, Huron still went over 1.0 as well. So just only got 4 kills, dude. I don't know about that. Yeah, dude, I just can't. I mean, the thing is like, losing is one thing, but man, these were all very one-sided games. They went 5-13 against Bleed, man. And Bleed had Legia playing. They didn't even have Ye. I mean, nothing against Legia, but he ain't Ye. Like, this is okay, this is a little concerning. I mean, again, I'll try to hold judgment until I actually watch the VOD, but like, this is bad. Let's watch a little bit. Let's watch a little bit. Let's watch a little bit of this one. Let's just watch it at a faster speed here. Zeta started on defense. Zeta started on defense. And they went 13-2. Dude, I will say this outright. I am not a big fan of setting up a Viper screen and like literally doing nothing with it in the pistol. Like not even. Wait, how did you? What? Dude, Popogotchi is literally doing everything he can in the world to save this team. And they just... Okay, I mean, that's just... Dude, look at JoJo's face. He's like, I can't believe this is what I signed up for, man. You have so much time, JoJo. Oh. Rough. Is he just playing Jet Reyna? I wonder if... I mean, this has legs. Ever since the leader changes, Reyna was always in consideration for Breeze. And this is an eco. But once it's just like the reason I don't like setting up a toxic screen and then like literally not doing anything with it is just like you don't know how they are reacting with it. The whole point is to condition them, but you have to know that you've conditioned them, right? It's like, and also this screen, I don't know. It's like okay, the only screen I think is worth maybe leaving in the pistol round is the Haven one, right? Like the Haven one, fine, I get it. I mean, maybe the split A main one? Oh, I see. That really just went, screw you guys. But like this one, dude, Depp looks so refreshed. He got a haircut and everything. He looks so refreshed after his vacation. Damn, dude. Look at what a break can do for you. When it's like this screen, it's like it's not even like denying them vision of the initial entry. Like they can just be staring down at the whole time. Okay, so they're waiting against the bonus. I get it. I'm okay with it. But it's a minute and they have no information. 0 points still on cooldown. The Omen smokes are just like going out willy-nilly. They're not doing anything off of it. They're not even close by to see if there's a reaction. They're playing a lot of Shadow Valorant, man. That's what it is. They're playing a lot of Shadow Valorant. They're fighting their inner demons. It's honestly, the thing is back in the day everyone played Shadow Valorant, dude. I mean, Depp is just outdueling them. It's not even like a crazy setup for the Reyna. Do you think it would have been better if they would pick the Fennel roster? I mean, I don't... Not necessarily. Wait. What? Oh, he peeked out. I mean, yeah, the Lear's good. The Lear's good for a cave control. And then he just swings out and gets a second. Dude, Depp. I want Depp to do really well this year. I really think he should be in a strong discussion for, you know, top duelists in Pacific. Okay. But yeah, the thing is back in the day, everyone was playing Shadow Valorant. And when I say Shadow Valorant, it's basically like you're throwing out mental conditioning and mind games and assuming they're reacting to it the way you think they would. And it used to work because everyone used to play with that. And, you know, people just like didn't have the confidence. They weren't taking aim duels, you know, and people just reacted the way you would think they would to every single ability. But obviously now that's no longer the case. And when you do this, you're really just fighting your own inner demons, and the opponent's just kind of laughing at you. Dude, they're even with the shirt, they're just sitting in mid. Hey, he's sticking it. Oh, the snake. Oh my. Okay, like, why is May? May, what are you doing here? That snake bite is gonna last for so much longer. No one is going to be able to come save you, or even trade off of it. I mean, let alone he gets picked off in the entry. But like, even if you dashed in, like, what are your teammates gonna do for you? What is going? And why is the Omen smoke so late? And like, just what is? Dude, what is this? Oh, dude, what is going on here? What is this? Cut up the sight. If they peek out of there, I mean, you're probably dead anyway. Or you should put the screen like here. I mean, obviously this is all very result-based because we know they failed this game, so we're looking at it very critically, but... Oh, tell me this is the round they win. Oh, no. Oh, you didn't hear it. Thinks it could be the rotate. Damn. Jojo's like, whew. Alright, they have no command. Dude, May, what is going on, May? What is what? I'm so confused. What? Okay, so it's to peek against the potential operator. Fine. Why are we not dashing in afterwards? Is it the Poison Cloud? Well, I guess they never wanted to take over site anyway, which is interesting. Well, Depp's just gonna farm him. I mean, at this point, with kills like that, it's like, what more can you do? The counter pit, Neth in trouble. Oh my god, Neth! Oh my god, the pings! It's very amusing to watch VODs back in like 1.5 or 2 times speed. 2 times speed gets a little too crazy for Valorant. I think 1.5 is the max. Well, they use their timeouts. I mean, listen, I think we've seen enough. It's not good. I've heard that G also not looking great, but I guess we'll find out this weekend. I've heard the streets, and they do not give a lot of confidence. Talon. I watched a little bit of, I think, this one, and I think the first time that they lost. Dude, full sense. Their Haven, man. Their Haven is good. I mean, we'll see. I don't. My sources are not entirely secure, so take it with a grain of salt. But while I wasn't expecting G to come out swinging a friggin' baseball bat, but it does sound like they're not even swinging. So I don't know. Do I think Zeta played that event seriously? I mean, I don't think they were playing like their life depended on it, but I do think they were like. The thing is I think a lot of teams, unless you're trying out like, if you're trying out people in new roles or new agents, sure, you're probably throwing out some set plays here and there. But at the end of the day, it does feel like a lot of teams in the offseason are really just working on like comms, right? And how you're adjusting, how you're reacting, things like that. That is true. That is true. Who's standing in for them? Benkai's sitting out, right? He can't go because his goldfish died or something, which I'm sure is not the actual reason, but the official announcement said so we should trust in it. Skills. Oh, he was part of the OG roster. Last year. Was he part of the roster when they played LCQ? Dude, they had played Global Esports plays in so many tournaments. Oh, he was. I casted this game. Oh, okay. I remember. Yeah. I remember. You hate that they didn't tell us the reason? I mean, I am assuming it is either something very personal, which I'm going to assume not if he was in good enough spirits to make a joke announcement about it. So I'm going to assume there's a visa thing going on, but I mean, it's fine. The thing is it's like, if it's something super serious, while yes, as a fan, sometimes it's nice to know so you can like help support them, but also at a certain point, it's like, well, maybe they just need the privacy. The thing is at the end of the day, it doesn't really make a big difference for us unless it's like they're like debating changing the roster again, right? I mean, that's the only time I think it would make a big difference for the fans of like, wait, what? But then if that was the case, I don't think he would be part of that joke announcement. So Benkai's sister's wedding is going on, says YouTube chat. Really? I mean, that's a good enough reason. Yeah, I mean, yeah, especially with a stand-in, this is going to be rough. We're just going to be rough. Vitality and Furia. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, the CEO. Yeah, I feel like the actual news for Global Esports all comes from the CEO through like Discord and personal streams. I mean, listen, he's not going to an off-season event. I think having a little fun with the announcement is fine. I think it's okay. The guy whoever reposted it to Reddit without a tone of sarcasm, because it's hard to tell when it's just a title saying, it's due to a death of a loved one. That, not a big fan of that, but I think the joke announcement is fine for an off-season event. Yeah, Genji versus Foot. This is good. I mean, hopefully it's exciting. Hopefully it's exciting. Hopefully Genji doesn't just roll over and die. Hopefully it's a very close game, because this could be this could be a really good test to both teams, right? I mean, this too. I mean, technically, in theory, if they had their full roster, this group would have been like, all right, let's just see how all the rebuilds worked out. But At the end of the day, I think it's cool that they're hosting an off-season event in India. I think it's cool to give that to the Indian fans. Please do the pick'ems for Convergence. I mean, we can't even pick the finals. Ooh, this is... I mean, probably this. Is it downhill? That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Do you think that Paper Rex is bad? No, I don't think that at all. I think they're just as promising. I don't know. People were really going crazy about Paper Rex and how they were playing at AVL. I mean, okay, so I think the best moment that you could tell that Paper Rex is still in good hands was this. All right? They were down 5-0. No, they were down 3-0, I believe, and they called a timeout. Then they went down 5-0, finally got one round on 6, called another timeout, and then they were down 6-1. And then just like whatever they talked about during the timeout, which is why I want to review this game, both for the Eurocomp, but also Paper Rex, whatever they did, which I do remember during the live cast, I can't remember if I mentioned it, but I do remember thinking the biggest thing was they just waited for the site exec, right? They said just like let them waste their abilities. But whatever they did, they fix it up, and then they go on a freaking monstrous 8-round tear through the second half, right? I think they're going to be just fine. Granted, yes, Jing was playing, but also Monette like looked fine on Raze, on Lotus, right? So I think they're going to be fine. Yeah, I mean, they were, again, I don't think they were trolling, but, you know, obviously they were trying to give Jing more screen time, so they were bouncing back and forth, so they weren't too hard on themselves, right? Let's put it that way. I mean, generally they're not, but even more so than usual. But I think they'll be fine, right? I mean, they were swapping in players like this and that, and then they still got to the grand final. Sure, they lost to Sentinels, but I think Sentinels, looked really good. And sure, you know, Sentinels, I think, was definitely, like, hard trying, whereas Paper X they were trying in-game, but obviously they were, like, swapping in players, etc., and trying a couple new ideas. But I think it's more credit to Sentinels, right? I mean, it's not like Sentinels was also playing as if their life depended on it, right? They're just working on what they want to work on. So if G beats Vitality, will your opinion change? I think a bit. It depends on how Vitality was playing as well. Obviously, it's always because we haven't seen the new Vitality either with Safe. But I think it would a bit. But I think with a stand-in, I think that'd be very tough. We'll see, though. Who's playing Nuclear for off-season Predator League APAC? What? It has to be GC. I don't think they have a non-GC team. I mean, they could have also just disbanded and created a new roster that's not GC. So he was highlighting how much the event meant for Sen because chat Reddit is giving too much value to AVL for some reason. Wait, what? Wait, he was highlighting how much it meant because people were valuing it too much? You mean how little it meant? I mean, I think it meant a lot for Sentinels, but I think it was very much more they just... Oh, sure. Yeah, I think it meant a lot more for Sentinels. And it wasn't so much... I don't think it meant so much that they were, like, winning a trophy. Obviously, that they're, like, joking around. They're like, hey, we're, like, the champions of 2023 or whatever. But I think it meant a lot for them in terms of we've been grinding away. We've been working on a certain vision. Does it come to fruition in the time that we want it to? And I think it did, right? I think it did. You played against some really good teams, and you were able to win quite confidently. You know, if these were all like really close nail biter overtime ones, then it'd just be like, well, it was a very cool event, but how much can we read into it? But regardless, it's not like people are just throwing. It's not like they were going in as 5 duelists again, right? And Sentinels was still able to best them. I saw the news about Orangutan. I mean, we're still in a very rocky period for tier 2 around the globe, I think. It'll take some time for that to stabilize, in my opinion. Do you think Sentinels will be like 100 Thieves last season? I think there's more reason to hope that it will be better. I mean, who knows, right? A lot of that stuff is very internal stuff, but I think there is more reason to believe it will be better. Jokes aside, I do think it's very important to have an attitude guy, like a vibe guy, in any team, in any team, anything, even a company, right? But especially in like a, adrenaline pumped competition, I think it's very important to have a vibe guy. You want someone to like hype up your teammates, but still able to like keep their cool and like calm people down, etc. Right? I think 100 Thieves was kind of missing that. Yeah, I don't think Sentinels minded exposing a lot of their strats, though. I think Sentinels was also experimenting a decent amount. But the strats they showed weren't anything like crazy new, right? It's not like they were running like Gecko Yoru on like every map or something crazy like, and then making it work and being like, haha, like we're ahead of it. I think they had comms that really allowed them to work on their own calling and their comms, and I think that's why they felt good about it. I don't know, that's why I felt good about it watching them play. It was just like, oh, you guys are really working off of each other, like that's good, and you understand what your roles are, like that's good. Yeah, I mean, it feels bad for Pincata. We'll have to see what goes on there. It really does. It really sucks. But you can't deny it. I mean, there's also a difference of like, well, if Zelsis was just hyping up his teammates and like not fragging, then it's like, okay, well, at some point you got to frag out. But the dude was fragging, right? So, what's my opinion on Polvi? I haven't watched him closely enough, right? I looked up his career and I think I watched like 1 or 2 VODs. But obviously that's also like in a different league. It's so much of that is so relative. Do I think he could be amongst the top 5 duelists? Top 5? I mean, so let's say we're comparing him to people like something, Jemkin, Yay, Buzz, Saya Player. I mean, that's already top 5. Oh, that's rough. I mean, maybe not top 5. I think right around like 5 to 7, maybe. Yeah, he's not going to be a duelist? When did they say that? I think he's going to play duelist. I mean, I guess they could put Darion back on duelist and he could be Sentinel, I guess. That wouldn't be bad either. I'd be fine with that. I definitely don't think Ye would be a... I can't imagine him being a great flex player though, so I think it has to be one or the other. But Egoist is going to play Sentinel, right? Ye's got to be playing Duelist. I mean, obviously he could learn, but I can't see a world where Ye Initiator, just the way he plays, I can't see a world where that would be better. Like Ye Flex Initiator / Controller, I don't know. I guess we'll wait and see, though. We cover the recent. I don't know if I'll do a full coverage just because it was a little past. So today we'll definitely do this roster, and then maybe we'll do one more power ranking, and then we'll do our last power ranking next week once Convergence is over and we've seen Gen G and Global Esports. And then whether it's on stream or not, I'm looking to dive into a couple AVL games, notably the T1 Sunset versus Paper Rex. And then I have an idea about DRX. I have an idea for a video about DRX. Dive into that a little bit and their roster. And then obviously the Twitch Korea stuff. Well, Ye was very good at holding site. That much is true. But it's, again, I think it's a big question of like... I mean, Darion's entry should be good, but I think it's a bigger question of how comfortable would Ye feel having to be the initiator, right? It's very Sentinel I can see, but I don't know. I mean, well, double duelist, then it's probably definitely Darion Ye, but I mean, we'll see. We'll have to wait and see. Secret didn't play, did they? Wow, if you call DFMs... Holy cow, that is a burn. Yeah, Secret hasn't played either. So Secret hasn't played, RQ hasn't played, and I think that's it. I think everyone else has played, but not all with the starting five. Obviously, GE won't be able to play with Menkai. Yeah. 제타에 외국인은 없습니다. 또다시 올 일본으로 갔습니다. 하지만 작년보다는 좀 더 희망이 많아 보여요. All right, let's do roster talk first. Let's do roster talk first. We'll record this. Hopefully it doesn't take too long, and then we'll dive into something else here. Give me a second. I don't know if we'll do VOD review or maybe play some finals. Maybe play some more Valo. Who knows? The future is unknown. Despite being a G fan, I have high hopes from Gen G. I mean, I hope Gen G looks good. I really do. I really do. How exciting it would be to see the likes of Texture and Lakia back at the top, right? One year later. Wow, someone's seen my recordings. We'll talk about DRX during this recording. I'll share my thoughts. All right, here we go. Hello, YouTube, and welcome back. More so, welcome back to me. It's been a little bit. Was busy commentating the Africa TV Valorant League, which just happened. Tons of fun. Congrats to Sentinels lifting up their international trophy here in 2023. But really good games. If you missed it, definitely go check out the VODs. A lot of it was very fun. Some very close matches as well. Tons of overtime. But amidst all of that, in the past 2 weeks, we've had pretty much the rest of the roster announcements coming out for VCT Pacific, including a very last minute one right after the AVL regarding DRX. So we want to take a look at, okay, now how do all the teams look? Where do we think each other stack, etc.? So let's dive right in. Almost forgot which button to press here. All right, so we have our sheet here. Let me zoom out so you guys can see it, right? We've got all 10 teams. We've got their 23 roster and then their 24 roster coming up. And we'll just go down the list. We won't go in order, but this does mean we'll go a little bit in reverse order of timing, because right after the AVL, which DRX played with the original core 5 of Buzz, RB, Stax, Mako, and Zest, DRX made an announcement. First, it was the announcement saying Flashback has been called up to the main roster from the Academy team. So that's the kind of Viper specialist that was playing with DRX during a lot of the other offseason tournaments. A lot of people were like, okay, they're giving Flashback, a little bit of time and experience. That's cool. I thought that was very cool. I had figured they would go back to this Core 5 during the AVL because it's in front of a Seoul, crowd in Seoul. And I just assumed that's what they would be sticking with for 2024. But it turns out that wasn't it. Flashback was being trained up because they wanted to be on the main squad. So Flashback and Foxy9 will be entering the starting roster. And then they immediately afterwards announced that RB and Zest are now going into the reserves and being restricted free agents. AKA, they're not going to be playing. Big news. Huge news for DRX. The first question a lot of people have is, is this a good move? And I think a lot of people around the world are in the same boat where I've seen several comments around different platforms saying, I've always wanted DRX to make a change, and now that they have, I don't know how to feel about it. Which I think is very fair. I think it's very fair, right? Because, sure, I think most DRX fans always wanted a change, but then if you had to be put on the spot of like, so who would you change? It was always tough to single any one person out, right? Everyone had their clear value, right? Buzz, obviously, fairly flexible and a really good rifle entry player. His ops been getting better and better. Mako, sturdy as a rock on that controller, great to anchor down a sight. RB, really, really flexible and had a bit of a resurgence here in 2023. Zest, whenever he came back in, he was always playing better. His Sova has always had some insane lineups and good execs. The Viper looked very reliable as well. And then Stacks, probably the most shaky in terms of individual mechanics, but his calling seems to be getting better, and he does have clutch genes, so there is that. Okay, it's always, there's always a question of like, well, who would you change? I don't know. It's kind of tough. To me, the question wasn't so much who, it was just how many, right? I never believed that changing out one player would fix their problems, if indeed it was kind of a team thing. Like if they just needed change, it had to be more than one. And now they've done that. So personally, I think this is good. Does this mean, do I think this will make them perform better in 2024? Not really. Probably not. I think it'd be very impressive if they did. I think we have to put this into perspective. I think if they brought in Foxy9 and Flashback, two very young players, Flashback, no tier 1 experience, Foxy9, some in VCT Pacific, but, not enough that we all thought he was given a very fair chance, right? So you bring in two very young guys and very green guys, and then if you performed better, clearly then the chemistry and comms are just through the roof, and Foxy9 and Flashback are just like goated players. Otherwise, I think it'd be very tough for us to expect them to perform or get better results. I think that'd be very hard to do. I think they could potentially get consistent results, right? Especially within Pacific. But the reason I think this is good is because this is a very big change, and to me, it's because it's not a short-term change, right? You have to kind of be thinking long-term if you're going to make a change like this, and you're expecting bigger things and bigger or higher ceilings through this roster change. So, I think it's exciting. I'm not going to get my hopes up about the results, right? I think the results could be very volatile for this team, but I think it is much more promising. The big question now is who's going to be playing Duelist? Is it going to still be Buzz, or will Foxy9 go back to playing Duelist and Buzz goes back to being a flex, initiator? If that was the case, he'd probably be Flash initiator, and Stacks would probably go to Intel and things like that, and Flashback, maybe Buzz flexes double Duelist and Flashback flexes here and there. There's a multitude of options here. I guess at that point, someone has to play Sentinel as well. So, Buzz has played, lots of Killjoy. He can play Chamber. So there are some options. Personally, I would love to see Buzz stay as the Duelist. I know Foxy9's performance at the offseason events on things like the KO were not very promising, but hopefully it's something they can work on. I just think Buzz as a entry player is so good. I think Buzz as an entry is so good But there are some options. But that's a good thing too, right? They have some options now. So hopefully they can sort it out during their scrims. Overall, though, I think it's a step in the right direction. I do not think it will bring better results in 2024. I think that's too much to hope for. I think that'd be really impressive given the power level of Pacific right now. But I do think it's exciting. So it's very sad to see RB and Zest be replaced, right? Two guys who have been around since the beginning, were part of the Vision Strikers era, were big highlights of the Vision Strikers era. So it is an end of an era for sure, but hopefully this new chapter is a longer, greater chapter here for DRX. So we'll have to wait and see. Oh, I will. Just one more thing, though. But hey, the fact that they are bringing up these players from their academy and from their scouting reports is good, right? They're trying to continue to build and create a channel for Korean talent to be homegrown, which I think is very good. All right, T1, we talked about Rossi 2 weeks ago when he was announced. They recently played the AVL with this starting five, which was a little confusing. Originally, I thought it was going to be Zeta in here instead of Izu. Back then, I made that assumption just based on language barrier, right? Carpe still having a lot of English experience, and Zeta as well. I thought that would be the core five, but they have made it very clear that Izu, Saya player, Carpe, Rossi, and Excurit will be the starting five. And guess what? They looked good. They looked very good. I thought Carpe's calling was fine. They've talked about it in the interviews, right? I mean, everyone's contributing, etc. Carpe is just kind of the anchor, the rock that is able to make these bigger decisions, etc. But I thought Carpe's calling in general seemed very good. He also, just listening to the comms and stuff, he seemed to be keeping that good environment going where people can chime in. Seems like Rossi is continuing to be a big part of the comms. Seems like Excurit actually is speaking his mind a lot, which is good to see. So that's good. They look very promising. And then Gen G, another roster announcement that we didn't get to talk about during this 2-week break. They announced Charon as their fifth. Now, everyone's had big questions about Charon. Who in the world is this guy? Where did he come from? What in the world is going on? Because if you go and search up Charon, we see that he's played some qualifiers. And that's about it. I mean, they did not make it, right? They lost. There's no VODs. We don't know what's going on with this guy. Clearly, he's bouncing around different roles. That's cool. I mean, if we look at his overall history of these very few matches, primarily seems to be playing some duelists, but some Killjoy as well. So there's some flexibility. But other than that, we don't really know anything. I don't really know anything about Charon. So I asked around, and I was told by people close to Charon and the team that basically the information we have in public is about all that is out there, right? It's not like there's some other like hidden gem of information floating around about Charon. Literally, there's not much to go off of publicly. The only thing is that he used to be ranked very high, and he used to duo with, what was his name? Incheon Zayu, one of the top ranked players in Korea. And so, he was a solo queue monster. He was a solo queue competitive monster, and Gen G picked him up. Oh, and then the biggest thing about Charon is he's already completed his military service, despite being, I believe, the youngest player here on this roster. And that's a big deal. That's a big deal, as we are just witnessing with Jing. For any player that lives in a country that has mandatory military service, it's rough, right? It's rough because your future isn't guaranteed. You have to take a break at some point. Some countries you can still delay it. There are some options to do that in Korea as well. But at some point, your career has to be put on hold. And that's rough for both the player and the team. But Charon already completed his military service, so he is dedicated to the long run as long as he wishes, and if he can keep up the skill level. So that's very promising, and that's really good news for Gen G as an org. Now, other than being told that his individual mechanics are very good, we don't know much else. So, do I think Charon makes this roster stronger? I have no idea. But I do think it's very exciting. I think it's very exciting, right? First of all, you have 4 really, really solid veterans within the Korean Valorant scene. I mean, all 4 have been playing since the beginning in some shape or form. You've got several players that have gone, and you've got several players who have gone to international tournaments. Well, I guess technically with lock-in having happened earlier this year, now everyone who's ever been part of the partner league would have had international experience. So Texture gets his share as well. Munchkin obviously used to travel to every international tournament as Crazy Raccoons back in Japan. Lakia has his experience with New Turn, and then he's also been playing, he played a little bit in Japan as well. He used to play for D plus Kia earlier this year for Challengers, Korea, Meteor, of course, back on reception as well. So they've all been to international tournaments. Some of them have experience in other games as well. They've played across very different rosters, and now they're coming together. So I think if Coach HSK can be the glue for this team, there is some good promise. You've got 4 solid veterans. You've got all 4 of them have clutch genes. We've seen that time and time again. Got some flexibility in role. And then you've got a solo queue monster who doesn't have to do military service anymore, who can be grown for the long run. Very promising for the roster. Big question, what do the roles look like? We're about to find out in Convergence this weekend, but if I had to guess ahead of the matches, I would assume Meteor still stays as the primary duelist, as the Jet, right? And then, maybe sometimes Chamber if they want, as the basically really the primary opper, but a lot of times that's going to be the Jet here, which I think would put Texture back onto Sentinel. Munchkin can also play Sentinel as well, but I think Texture might be better suited for the Sentinel, whereas Munchkin, he's really been flexing around everywhere. Lakia would definitely be sticking with the Intel initiators, in my opinion, so the Sovas, the Fades, and then if it's single initiator, the Sky. And then Munchkin flexing around, maybe for some double controller, etc. Now, there's a big question of if Karen is able to pick up the flex role and has a deeper agent pool. There is a question to be had that Karen could be the flex and Munchkin is the dedicated controller. I could see that. But otherwise, I don't see a lot of other options. One, I think that is not based on any facts, but I do think would be crazy, and I could see it, is Texture becoming the main controller. I could see that. And then Charon being the main sentinel. Munchkin Flex, Lakia, Info. I can see that. But that's a little bit, that's not really based on anything. But yeah, I mean, again, these different combinations, if I can see them in my head, so I think that's good. That's a good sign for this team. Personally, I'm excited to see how this team does, and I hope that no matter the actual placing they do, I hope their gameplay shows us a lot of what Coach HSK is able to do. Obviously, he had a very rough year with DFM, but the Korean FPS, tactical FPS community and traditional FPS community has a lot of faith in HSK, right? As a veteran, used to be a pro player back in CS, finished his military service. Now he's back in Valorant. Now he's coaching. A lot of these ex-players and people within the Korean community seem to have a lot of respect for HSK and still have hopes for him to be this good leader and, help continue to grow the Korean scene. So I just personally hope this is one of those teams where we can start to see that ooze out in the gameplay itself. But yeah, overall, I mean, again, I talked about it when we were doing the rankings prior, but this team's ranking wasn't going to change depending on who they brought in here. This 4 was kind of the rock solid core, and it's a pretty good core. So I'm pretty excited for Genji. But again, we'll see them this weekend at Convergence. So we'll get our first look. Team Secret, we talked about NDG. They have not played anything here in the offseason, and I have not heard that they will be playing anything here in December yet either. Zeta, they continued to play at the Riot 1 Invitational. Continue to look pretty good. Pretty good. Depp came back and played. He was farming. So that's good. But not enough to instill any sort of confidence that they're going to be top 2, top 3 consistently. I think that still awaits to be seen. R&Q, again, no new changes. Still haven't played anything in the offseason, so a little bit of a mystery box there, but I personally still have high hopes. And then GE, of course, the announcement came out a little while ago, but they will finally be playing at Convergence. Unfortunately, without Benkai, he can't make it to the event, so they will be playing with Skills, a player who used to be part of the old GE roster, the OG roster. So their performance at Convergence, take it with a grain of salt. However, I have been told that they haven't been looking the greatest. Okay? They haven't been looking the greatest. Now, I haven't, like, cross-checked my sources, so take it with a grain of salt. But I think maybe temper your expectations a little bit. I think we could talk about global esports. Maybe we'll do another separate video, but I do want to plant this out there now that we're talking about, you know, the expectations here for GE. I do want to give a lot of credit to GE as an org, because it does seem like they're really trying to figure out a way to really keep this sustainable, right? This whole venture of esports and running a team. And in terms of their roster, it does. I'm making speculations here, right? Just off of the bits and pieces I've picked up from the team themselves and elsewise. But it does seem like they're trying to kind of go the loud route, right? Of make a sustainable environment. And if, you know, if the players get better deals, like they go elsewhere, like that's fine. It is what it is, right? Which I think is good. I think it's very good. I think it's necessary. But obviously with that, there comes a lot of trial and error. So I think it's worth tempering your expectations a little bit in terms of results, but hopefully they can find their groove. Again, we'll get a slight look at Convergence, but you know, it's without the core 5, so it's just a little taste. Talon. Yeah, they made the crazy curveball announcement of Lenny, Ban, and Governor coming in to join this team. And they played at Clash of Nations. It didn't look great. I mean, it didn't look outright terrible, but it didn't look great. They did not win. They also got manhandled on Haven by Full Sense, as did DRX. So, yeah. I mean, I like the players here on Talon. Oh, the only difference is Patty Fan has announced that he is taking a break and he is going inactive, most likely due to his wrist. So hopefully, just regardless of professional play, I just really hope his wrist can heal up fully and he's able to, you know, not be like bothered by it no matter where he goes and what he does. So that's all I hope for. But otherwise, yeah, I like the players. I mean, I haven't had any interactions with Governor, I guess. But I have nothing against players, but it didn't look great. It didn't look great. There was nothing in it to tell me like, oh, Talon, this is their color. This is what they're going for as a team. So we'll have to wait and see. It was fairly early on after the announcement, so hopefully they were just trying to work out the kinks and they can continue to build on it, but not very promising so far. Now, last but not least, DFM. Where to begin? So we talked about, I think I talked about it just during a stream. I don't think it was part of the last one we did, right? Yeah, because I just wrote it in today. Yeah, so if you missed it, they announced their new roster. They brought in the Crazy Raccoons core. They brought in JoJo from Fennel. They brought in C's as a 6-man from Vero. Suggest is actually the only one sticking around, which I would not have seen coming, but so they played at the Riot 1 Invitational, and it was a dumpster fire. There's no other way to put it. I'll be honest, I haven't watched all of it, but the results were a dumpster fire, and we just recently, right before recording this video on stream, we were watching the Breeze game against Zeta, and they were just getting farmed. But one thing I noticed during that Breeze game was that they seem to be playing what I like to call shadow Valorant, right? So they throw out these abilities and they move assuming that it worked. They're like, oh yeah, like we're gonna fake them out and they're gonna think we're gonna go A and then we're gonna hit them in B, and it's just like, but you had no follow-up to that. You have no way of it knowing if it actually worked or not, right? You're just fighting your own inner demons, and then you just get farmed on the aim department as well by a 22 kill Reyna Depp, or Depp Reyna. And for you can't do that anymore, is what I'm saying. You used to be able to do that because everyone reacted very predictably in the early days of Valorant, but you just can't do that anymore. People are more willing to take aim duels. People are more willing to take a risk to get information, right? They'll peek out to get information, or they'll invest early drones to get information, something that even I used to be against, right? But these days, like, if you put a lot of pressure in, some teams will just be like, oh, 1 minute 20, like, we just saw a bunch of these abilities. We just need to know now. We need to know now if they're still here or not. And they send out an owl drone, right? And if they are still there, it's like, okay, everyone hold on default. If they're not, we're like, okay, it was a fake, right? People are much more willing to take these higher risk moves to get solid information. So you can't just push and assume that, the fake worked or that the pressure worked. You can't do that. And it's concerning because regardless of, sure, it was very early on after the roster announcement. I mean, we don't know how long they've been screwing together, but sure, there's other things to consider, and there's still some time before the kickoff next year. We saw the announcement recently that it's kicking off on February 17th for Pacific. So there's actually still 2 months. Okay, you have some good time to work on stuff, but that's a very fundamental mentality about the game, in my opinion. And it needs to change. If they play like that against these other teams, it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty, right? All these other teams have players who have had experience against the top teams that know just not to be shaken up by that. So you can't be doing that. So hopefully they change that, because otherwise I have no reason to change them from my power rankings. I'm sorry for any DFM fans. I was excited for the announcement. I do think it's a good partnership, right? With Crazy Raccoons being much more of kind of the basically marketing and PR part of DFM now. That's cool. It's a good project. And the thing is I mean, Suggest is mechanically good. JoJo's had some decent calling in the past. Although I do think maybe JoJo's hitting a cap now. Who knows? I mean, obviously, like, Neth and May have had their moments in Challengers Japan. I mean, Popagachi as well. They're part of the same core from Crazy Raccoons. It's an okay team, but even on paper, it's not like I would have ever looked at this team and be like, "Oh, that has some potential to like be top 3," right? I would not have ever said that. But after having seen, again, it's not about losing. You can lose and still instill some promise, or at least hope, right? Of, oh, at least this is what they were trying to do. Or I see this is what they were doing. They were just getting out-dueled, and like Depp was just on top of that day. Like, you could have moments like that. But again, I'll go back and watch the other VODs. But the Breeze game I watched against Zeta Division, it's a lot of shit. It's a lot of just boxing against shadows, fighting against shadows that don't exist, and they're getting played into their own hand. So it's not very promising. Meanwhile, Bleed, they did okay. They also played at Riot 1, but Ye couldn't go, so it was the coach, Lagia, stepping in. But I think they did okay. Perhaps not as promising as I would have thought. But, 7 rounds against a Na'Vi that looks to be on fire, right? Really good. 13-5. Took Zeta to overtime. I think that's fine. I've only watched highlights from this game. I watched a little bit of the other ones, but... So, we'll wait and see. I'm thinking, like, maybe we rated them a bit too high, and there is the question of, well, is EA going to be playing duelists, or is it really going to be Darion back there? But then is EA going to be Flex? Because personally, I have a hard time seeing that, just given his play style, but we'll have to wait and see. Okay, with that said, we will do a quick little power ranking here. However, the real power ranking will come after this weekend, where Convergence happens and we finally get a look at Gen G and Global Esports. All right, but we'll do a quick one because we now have all rosters with what for now is their confirmed starting 5 for 2024. We just watched a bunch of them at AVL as well, so I think it's a good time to talk. First, let's just put in. I hate to do it, but let's just put in some known values, okay? So here are our known values. I am not concerned about Paper X continuing to still be what I would consider the strongest team. People are like, they were trolling at AVL, etc. They always try new stuff. Even at VCT matches, they will try new stuff. And then, okay, the only thing I would say, really, they were clearly not, like, giving it their all to prep for 2024 was, yeah, they were giving Jing stage time because they wanted to, like, go through another tournament with Jing and try to lift a trophy. That's cool. I'm all for it. The only map I would say where I was like, okay, this was maybe you were trialing too many things was when they had something on Euro Forsaken on Breach on that Breeze game. That was, like, kind of weird. That was like, well, I don't know what's going on here. I think that was against Sentinels. We can actually check it out right now. Yeah. Like, this was weird. This was a little weird. But other than that, I think they were just being Paper X, right? And they played really well. So very promising. I think they continue to have a really high ceiling. I think Magnet's going to fit in just fine. Jing's movement is just so crazy mid-battle that I think it's hard to top that. But Magnet was still slotting right in. He was working off of, util very well, his teammates' util, like Devise Sky. And then he was also playing very aggressive to really push the agenda here for Paper X. He can still flex the double controller. Very, very good. The fact that they can flex Magnet now on top of potentially something onto, maybe like the Breach or something is good. That's good news. They're not stuck having to play double duelist on most maps. So Paper X continues to have a really good ceiling. Now, here's where things get a little interesting. So back then, about 2-3 weeks ago, I put T1 really low because I was like, you have 7 people on your roster. I don't know what's going on. I don't have faith in this, etc. Now we've seen they're sticking with a core 5. Looks really good, and they're cooking a lot. I like it. I like what they're cooking. The question to me here is the next couple of slots to me are between these teams. And there's some potential here as well. Right? Like, these are the next 2 tiers in my book. RRQ, I will admit, it's a lot of hopium and hypium, because obviously we haven't seen them, so maybe it's not that fair. But I still think they're above Zeta Division, so I won't budge on that. But from what we saw from DRX, I don't think they're very strong. The core 5, it did not instill a lot of confidence. Whatever magic they found at Champions, it was not here for AVL. So in my head, I was already ranking T1 above DRX in terms of strength. However, then DRX makes that announcement with Flashback and Foxy and I moving up. While I think that's very promising for a DRX, I think in some ways that puts them even a further step behind, right? They're taking 1 step back so they can move 2 steps forward. And in that world, from what I've seen, I think I rate T1 above. Now, at that point, the question becomes, do I still rate DRX above RRQ? It's an interesting idea. It's hard because we haven't seen RRQ, but the DRX with Flashback and Foxy 9, I think it's still going to be rough around the edges. Right? We might come back to fix this, but this is kind of where I stand here. And in that case... Oh, wait, where did Bleed go? Ooh. The thing is I mean, yeah, EA wasn't there, but they played okay at Riot 1. This is tough. Okay, hold on. Let's stick with some known values here. I'm sorry, Global Esports. I mean, happy to be proven otherwise at Convergence, but despite Talon not looking great at Clash of Nations, well, we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait. I don't know. Talon didn't look that great at Clash of Nations. Let's stick with that. Yep, G gets a bump back up. Now, Bleed, Zeta, Team Secret, Gen G. Okay, so let's put it this way. Who do I think would be in the bottom 4, right? Like, if we were to go with a 4-3-4 or a 3-4-4 tier, who do I think would be in the bottom 4? Gen G, Team Secret, Zeta, Bleed. Oh, man, if I had to choose out of those, I think I would choose Zeta. Maybe Bleed. I haven't watched the VODs in depth here. Until we watch them, I think. Gen G versus Zeta. Is it just me, or does the G look so weird in this font? I don't know why I just realized that. Gen G versus Zeta. The thing is back then I said I don't think their ranking would change depending on who their 5th is, and that actually remains true. So I that's the only reason I'm going to stick with this. And that means after AVL, once we have known the starting 5, this is how I rate them. Now, it's weird because this doesn't necessarily mean I think that's how the end of year result is going to pan out, but I think this is how much strength I would put in. Like, this is how much I favor them, right? Paper X still on top. T1, they've given me a lot of hope and promise with their starting 5 at AVL. RQ, I still just have a lot of faith in. Really just feel that they were missing that 2% that they've now covered with Estrella and Jemkin. DRX, it's more a result of being shoved out by these, but they just haven't given a lot more hope yet for the future. If anything, I think they're taking a step back to move 2 steps forward. Team Secret, again, another team we haven't seen yet, but I just feel like they have a really solid core, and they're bringing in newer talent that's mechanically gifted. So hopefully they should still kind of be that quote-unquote gatekeeper team in my head. Obviously, I've pushed Bleed down just a bit, because the thing is what I'm thinking about is, while Bleed, I've had a lot of faith in mechanically, and I think their core is very good. The question is how fast can they adapt against their teammates? I even think some of their prep is good. I think their anti-stratting can be very good as well. But when you're playing week to week to week to week, you don't have that much time to anti-strat against every single opponent. It gets a little draining. And I don't know if they have the experience to adapt in-game without, aside from the timeouts. So that's where I'm starting to push them maybe down just a bit. I think Zeta's very promising. I think they have a high ceiling. I think there's a lot to look forward to long term, but their current shape does not look that strong to me. Gen G, we'll just have to wait and see. I think there's a good chance Gen G can bump up here. And then the rest, the story tells itself. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. However, we will do one last final power ranking. Looking forward to 2024 VCT Pacific next week once Convergence is over. At that point, we'll have seen Gen G and GE as well. So the only teams we wouldn't have seen is Bleed and RRQ. During that time, I'll take a closer look at Talon's game from Clash of Nations as well as Bleeds from Riot 1 along with DFM. So we'll do one final one next week. But this is basically just based on the starting rosters that have now been confirmed for all of our Pacific teams. This is where I'm thinking they rank up. I don't know. I think it's exciting. I mean, first of all, just DRX not even being in the top 3 for me is very exciting. The fact that this is even conceivable is exciting to me. So, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. We now have the starting roster, starting 5 from all teams. Take a look throughout the video, see what the rosters look like. Let me know, who do you think's coming out on top? Who are you most excited about? Which starting 5 are you most excited about? And also, is DFM going to win a game in 2024? That's the biggest question here for VCT Pacific. If you liked the video, please leave a like and a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and we'll return next week for our final power ranking ahead of 2024 for VCT Pacific. I'll see you guys then. GG. Well, my concern is that can PRX win a major? Because Pacific never won a major yet. I mean, we'll wait to see. I mean, it might not even be PRX who's the first one to win a major. Could be T1. Could be Bleed. That'd be crazy. That would be crazy. Okay, it's 7:30. I probably stream for like another hour or so. What should we do? Should we do a little finals? Should we do a little Valorant? We could start some VOD review. If you guys want to see that? I think eventually I'll just re-record like condensed versions of VOD reviews to put up on YouTube. So if we play the finals, I'll probably just solo queue up and just kind of just want to chill on stream. Actually, I think I might have to re-download it. It's not the same client as a beta, right? I mean, downloads are fairly quick in Korea, but what I mean is, can a Pacific team compete with other regions for a trophy? Oh, you just mean in general? I mean, I think eventually yes. I think eventually yes. I think we're getting there. But in all honesty, while I think it's possible. I mean, obviously, Paper Race has been very close. I think it's possible, but I think more realistically, we'll probably see that in like 3 to 4 years when like the next generation of young talent get into the scene, get like a year of experience, and then go from there. I think that's when we'll see it. Realistically, you know, it's possible, but then, and I don't mean that in like a, well, there's like a 1% chance. I think there's a higher than 1% chance that it could happen in 2024. But more realistically, I think it's happening in like 3 to 4 years. Like that's when I think most people would like agree. Oh, like we don't know which region's gonna win at this time. NA definitely still seems to have the highest the highest average, right? So we'll see. We'll see. Oh, sorry, you client. Finals? I don't know. Why am I just not feeling the finals? I think it's because I think I'm so just burnt out that I'm not that excited to play something so fast paced. I'm getting old, chat. I just can't deal with it anymore. I used to love fast paced games. I mean, I used to love COD and Apex Legends, right? Like, I just can't do it anymore, man. Like back then, you know, I freaking chug my Mountain Dew. You know, I freaking hit like Prestige 2 in like 1 week in COD. I freaking grind away, just running around in TDM and like Hardpoint. I can't do it anymore. Ba 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 bum. Ba ba bum. Oh no. Ba-da-bum. Oh, so you think Last Champions was the highest chance for Pacific to win? I don't know about that. I mean, again, we'll see, though. Who knows what 2024 is going to look like? I mean, none of us thought EG was even going to be a contender for Champions 2023 at the beginning of the year. You know what I mean? Maybe we'll just play one more game of Valorant. You know what I have been enjoying? I've been enjoying TFT. The remix concept is cool. Big fan of different musical things. Let me close the music here. Actually, let's just close all of these, so see if we lag or not. When we boot up Valorant again. Give me 1 second. Just want to check my Discord real quick here. Should we play some finals? Wow. For the rest of the week, no stream tomorrow. Wait, no stream tomorrow? Yeah, no stream tomorrow. But I will be streaming Friday, or earlier in the day. We'll do some more VOD review then, I think. Please let me get back into Diamond, please. Oh, hey, I'm like capped on. Dude, the Kingdom credits, I'm just so not used to this. Crunch the numbers, buddy. You know, let's get that. I feel like I was working on... The thing I don't like about... I've gotten used to... Like, the whole accessories thing is fine, but the 8... Just having to cycle through, like, which agent did I buy something last on? This is a little annoying, I will say. I guess Killjoy, maybe Phoenix.
Match found.
Match found. Lotus. Whoa, 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 no! No! Oh, I don't like it. Do I like Yoru here? I don't think I do. You know, I haven't tried Deadlock after the buffs, actually. I don't know if anyone has, but... Do I like Yoru here?
I'll fight anybody. I'll fight everybody.
You know what? Now that we've locked in, I kind of wish I did boot up the finals. I want to see how it looks, how it plays. I enjoyed the beta.
I'll have to take it.
Check my volume a bit here. No, don't ask me to come into team chat. I don't like you guys. You generally should chat, but I think it heavily depends on your server and your region and how it normally is.
Time to jump.
Are you going out?
One enemy remaining.
Noise. GG.
Keep after them.
Very good. Excellent start. How crazy do we want to get here?
Cutting through. Jump them.
What?
Portal closed.
About a Marshall.
Cutting through.
Enemy spotted. B.
Spike down B.
No. No, team. Not like this.
Last player standing.
Team.
Spike planted.
Anyone else?
One enemy remaining.
Time to jump.
Oh. She just wants to bat at me.
Raze, don't wreck this place all on your own. Save some demo for me.
Does anyone have funds?
Mm.
Does anyone have funds?
Reloading.
Cutting through. My ult's ready. Fake teleport.
Probably shouldn't have used that early.
Enemy spotted A.
I wonder if I should ult. Do we have weaponry?
I'll handle this.
Oh man, I thought he was gonna shoot my clone as soon as I did that. That was dumb of me. I also should have pushed all the way into B. I did not realize the Astra was always gonna be that deep. I knew our trademark wasn't activated, but... Do it, Breach. Oh, close. Ah. 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 Beep, 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 beep.
Cypher knows too much.
Cutting through. Decoy.
Oops.
Fake teleport. Time to jump.
It's like slipping back in my chair. I like wasn't watching my screen on that.
Last player standing.
This is rough.
Spike planted.
Not the goop. Oh, oh, oh. Aim training.
They think they're better than us. I can tell.
Reloading. Reloading.
Does anyone have funds?
Time to jump.
I got stunned up. I didn't switch to my flash fast enough. I pressed it and it didn't go through. I had to press it twice. I feel like if I had gotten it, then I would have gotten at least one kill. Hey, 2-on-2 though.
One enemy remaining.
Shadow step up. Or at least fake it.
Cover going out.
This dude is so in the smoke. What? Wait, what? How did that Cypher not see her own? What?
Paint check. Charges.
What was that?
Nowhere in sight.
They are so dead.
Rolling Thunder online.
Cutting through. Decoy. Hit them when they're not looking.
Nice.
Portal closed. Dead.
Swing on her! Thank you. She dropped. She dropped. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh, that was so crazy.
Spike down A.
Thank you.
Say something? Sorry.
Okay, okay.
I need a drop.
Thank you.
Cutting through.
Get out of my way.
I'll handle this.
Where are we?
Fire in the hole.
Time to jump. Fake teleport.
I heard her close. I shouldn't have done that. I should have just watched down.
Last player standing. Spike planted.
From behind and in front.
They think they know pain.
My ults have been really bad. Are we going to buy down? Really?
That Cypher is a dead man. Time to jump. Fake teleport.
Oh no. Not like this.
Cutting through.
Last player standing. Spike planted.
Ah!
Move in after I strike. That's when they're weak.
Does anyone have funds? Yes.
That's all of them. Hiya, team.
Time to jump.
Spike down A.
Cutting through.
One enemy remaining.
Here.
30 seconds left.
Let's go.
Spike planted.
Time to jump.
Reloading.
Fake teleport.
Last player standing.
Oh my gosh, Raze. She's gonna wrap around, dude. Thank you. Oof.
Thrifty.
Dude, how did I just not freaking had to hit the Astra 4 times?
Friends of ours are not too friendly.
P bad.
Time to jump.
It's a fast day ahead.
I'll handle this.
Alright, chamber C's clear.
I'm back. Portal closed.
Wait, I didn't clear the box. That's... I wasn't sure if that noise was our chamber or not.
Spike planted.
Blasting. Trevor.
Cover going out.
Flash out.
Last player standing.
Under you, under you, under you.
You're up. Stay safe. I'm going back in.
This Raze just constantly wants op skins. Stop my ops. Just play.
Get out of my way. Grenade. Enemy spotted C.
Yikes.
Here. Killed them. Portal closed. Deep.
Spike planted.
What?
Cutting through. Fake teleport.
One enemy remaining.
Noise. Dude, the Jet's got 17 kills. What?
Last round in the half.
Spend your money now. There's no bank in hell.
I can buy for you. What do you want?
Ba ba bam ba dum ba dum ba dum bam 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 bam. Oh, I got giga played on that.
Spike planted.
I know exactly where you are.
We're having our home
Player
get
standing.
some updated interior, new wallpaper and such, a little bit of some new lighting. Ooh, it's looking good. It's starting to look good.
Never show weakness. Ever.
There.
What? You want to go see? Where are we going? Where are we going?
There.
I feel like this is too big of a risk, but we're doing it anyway. Ah.
Reloading.
Oh, he was waiting that whole time? Well, the chamber got him. I guess trades out.
There.
He went to pick up his dizzy and then he probably spotted it. Oh, good oh, nice. Nice. Woman?
One enemy remaining.
Dude, what is with my teammate right clicks? What in the world? That was a running left click headshot with the classic. This dude trying to join global esports right here. Oh, but if I buy up, I have to go with the team.
There. Satchel out.
Shadows traveling.
Cutting through.
Blinding.
Reloading.
Time to jump.
Planted.
Decoy.
Clearing out.
Oh, what? Where did she pick up a Spectre? What?
Last player standing.
No. My God. Where did she pick up a Spectre? I probably shouldn't have pushed up. Once it was down to 2 people, I should have stayed.
Here, keep up. Time to jump.
Okay. Deal with that.
One enemy remaining. Flawless.
No, I want a gun. I want a gun. I need a weapon.
We're here because we're the best. Don't any of you forget that.
Oh, I guess I blinded the breach behind me as well. Oops. And to be honest, I thought it was going behind the box, but...
There.
It begins.
Decoy.
Cover going out.
Concussing.
Oh,
Cutting through.
Blasting.
Time to jump.
Reloading.
Gun here. Here.
Planted.
they're all here.
Portal closed.
Blinding.
Why did my portal close so early?
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Woo.
I'll do my job, you do yours.
Ba-bum, ba-da-dum, ba-dum. They are so dead. Are they though? I don't know if I believe this guy.
Get out of my way.
Cutting through.
Shadows traveling.
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
Time to jump.
Oh man, dude, why do we only have 1 smoke? How did Omen dodge that? What in the world?
No charges.
Reloading.
Shadows traveling.
Planted. Reloading.
Reloading.
Nice. No,
One enemy remaining.
that is some movement, I tell ya. Don't do no, don't smoke. Oh my, what?
Trust me, they'll know what hit them.
Oh man.
I need a drop.
Cutting through.
Fire in the hole!
Fake teleport. Cutting through.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, she's there. She's on drop. She's on drop. Go get the kill. Nice. Nice drawing. This Omen. This Omen, man. So close. I want to ult. To where? I do not know.
Don't let up. Time to jump.
Cover going out.
Need backup.
Shadows traveling.
My ult's ready there. I'll handle this. I'm back.
Nice.
Fake teleport. Cutting through.
One enemy remaining.
Fine, you go get that kill.
Grenade! Satchel out.
Portal closed.
Oh, the bait in.
Cover going out.
What? Breach.
They are no match, though
I
I
can buy.
cannot say I'm surprised.
Mm-hmm.
I need a drop.
There. There.
They are making this simple.
Time to jump.
Shadows traveling.
Dude, why is this guy smoking so early? What? Ow. That hurt.
Reloading.
Listen. Fake teleport planted. Time to jump.
Shadows trap here.
Reloading.
Someone's watching that, right? Oh, chamber. They're both there.
One enemy remaining.
Jet. No, Jet. No. Really smokes. Like, dude, what is that smoke, man? It's so early.
Does anyone have funds? Here.
Cutting through.
Get out of my way!
Are they?
You want to fight it?
Portal closed. Time to jump.
Oh no. Oh, dude didn't hear me the first time.
I know exactly where you are.
One enemy remaining.
Oh.
Attackers win.
That teleport out of the astral was so good too. Just didn't get the kill. But he didn't hear me because he was full flash. That was crazy. GG, good game. I think that's gonna be it for today. What do you mean we gotta win? We got 2 wins today on stream. Are you kidding me? I was team MVP, man. Carried the team to victory. Come on, chat. Don't downplay my successes. Oh, this was a good round. Damn. Got rocked by this jet, though. Alright, cool. That's it for today. I will see you all on Friday. We'll come back with another stream. We'll do some VOD review that day. Maybe continue some XCOM, see if we can finally finish that game at some point. And that's it for this week. I probably won't get around to co-streaming Convergence matches because I can only do like 1 or 2 matches a day, and then Saturday, Sunday I'm casting it in Korean anyway. So that will be all. Thanks so much for dropping by. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and I will catch you all on Friday. See you then.